What's up? What's up? What's up, family? Well, I guess being thankful for Joy Reid is in a take of action, but we're going to give her some grace for her ignorance. But I want you guys to check this out.
These are the people who say the undocumented, who they get to call illegal immigrants, like the Pilgrims had permission to come here, have to suffer the consequences of their actions, right? They made the choice to overstay their visas or come into our country illegally. So if they get deported, consequences. But you right-wingers shouldn't have to suffer the consequences of your votes. You don't want to be around me because I voted for fascism. No fair. I'm coughing on you with COVID, but you want me to wear a mask for your safety? No fair. My body, my choice. Well, here's an alternative thought. Make your own dinner, MAGA. Make your own sandwiches. Wipe your own tears. Troll amongst yourselves with Elon and leave us alone. You got your heart's desire, the president you dreamed of, and worship instead of Jesus. And this time, you didn't even have to storm the Capitol, smash the windows, or try to kill police officers or issue death threats to poll workers. See? You did it just by voting this time. Congrats. You got your way. And he even got away with breaking the law. Yay.
So mean-spirited with a hardened heart. She couldn't pick a better time than using Thanksgiving as a time to come at Trump voters. In this case, Trump voters, or let's be more specific, MAGA, with insults and a bad attitude. So her name is Joy, right? But with her haughty spirit and heart, these are the women that you want to stay away from, fellas. when they cannot substantiate their stance, in this case, a stance on what's best for the country, and as people have spoken and there have been a red sweep, they throw insults, personal attacks, ad hominems, etc. Thanksgiving should be a time of unity and giving thanks as families come together. But I guess when your table is empty of individuals and you have to talk to yourself, you have to spread hate for attention. But she had more to say, folks, so check this out.
But if you expect the 73 million who voted for the prosecutor, not the felon, and particularly the 92% of black women who voted for Kamala to give you a cookie for your vote, a trophy, a hug, a high five, you might be asking too much. If we want to eat with you, we will. But if we just want some peace over the holidays and we don't want to put up with your trolling while we eat our tofurkey, get over it. Stop acting like we owe you. And for God's sakes, stop whining. It's embarrassing. Our Thanksgiving, our choice.
Doesn't that sound so familiar? Our Thanksgiving, our choice. Doesn't that sound like my body, my choice? Right? What she just said? Thanksgiving, autonomy. Any of you people have anyone in your family like this, man, out there? Don't waste your energy trying to judge them or trying to convince them. That's between them and God, okay? You just stay true to the positive values that represent why this country is so great. Don't allow people like her to drag you down. And I find it funny she's so focused on division, but in another case, Trump is already focused on delivering real results. And he hasn't even taken office because the Mexico president just came out and agreed to stop all migrant caravans from reaching the southern border. So Trump just posted this on True Social. And he goes on to say, just had a wonderful conversation with the new president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum. She has also agreed to stop migration through Mexico and into the United States, effectively closing our southern border. We also talked about what can be done to stop the massive drug inflow into the United States and also U.S. consumption of these drugs. It was a very productive conversation. Mexico will stop from going to our southern border, he goes on to say, effective immediately. This will go a long way towards stopping the illegal invasion of the USA. Thank you. And man, isn't that amazing to see these two come together and spread more unity and not have haughty spirits? In this case, I think the Mexico president is leading by example, and Joy Reid should take some notes. You know what I'm saying? So it's glad to see them coming together for the best interest of the country. And look, man, what does this really tell us, right? That's the real question. It's telling us that Mexico's swift response to Trump's tariff threats shows the power of America first, policies and strong leadership. When Trump speaks, the people respond. Now, clearly this backs up the promises that he made during his campaign, right? And it's obviously a clear signal to the world that America will no longer tolerate being taken advantage of with Trump back in charge. The border is finally being secure again. And now, since we're on the topic of immigration and border security, yes, there are mayors and governors coming out and being very combative, I should say, and they're not going to comply with the mass deportations, right? And well, Trump borders are Tom Hammond has some nice words for the Tucson, Arizona mayor. But before we get to that, I want you guys to see what she had to say. And this is the Tucson mayor, and she's basically ignoring public safety and choosing politics over public safety. Check out what she had to say first, and I'll show you Donald Trump appointed board czar Tom Hammond had to say in response to her foolishness. But check her.
Here's how the mayor of Tucson responded to Trump's border plans. Watch.
I am deeply troubled by President-elect Trump's plans for mass deportation. I believe they are cruel and immoral. I will work with our police chief to make sure that our focus remains on protecting and serving Tucsonans. I am unwavering in my commitment.
Well, family, you guys ready for Tom's response to her foolishness? Because Tom responded to the mayor of Tucson and responded to Trump's border plans. In response to Trump borders plan, and he laying it down, man. Check it out.
First of all, what's cruel about it? We have a massive illegal immigration flow on the border, historic flows that overwhelm the Border Patrol. Sex trafficking up 600%. 250,000 dead Americans from fentanyl. We got a record number of known suspected terrorists and people on the terrorist watch list crossing the border. We got children dying on the border every day. We got women being sexually assaulted by the cartels every day. Someone's going to die on the border tonight. Women are being raped on the border tonight. So what's cruel about securing that border and saving lives, first of all? But I'll give her the same warning I'm giving the rest of the sanctuary city mayors and the governors. You can not help us. That's fine. You should get the hell out of the way then, because we're going to do the job. President Trump has said public safety threats and national security threats will be the priority right out of the gate. And I can't believe there's any elected official that doesn't want public safety threats out of their communities. Their number one responsibility is protecting the communities. So if they're not going to do it, we'll do it for them.
Well, Tom has some nice words, man.
Well, first of all, what's cruel about it?
Tom has some nice words. Sorry, family. So we got to give it up for Tom, man. Standing on business out in here. Those nice words was phenomenal, man. You feel what I'm saying? If you guys really loved his comments and what Tom had to say, and at the end of the day, this is where common sense comes into play, right? This is where common sense come into play in regards of common sense policy, which the Republicans represent. Because we all are naturally born conservatives. And as we get older, we realize that we are more conservative. We want more money in our pockets. We care about our kids' safety. We love our kids. We love our significant others. And at the end of the day, we don't want a handout. We don't want a leg up. We want to be able to be in control of our path and our direction, to be successful and in control of our futures. So that American dream won't be out of touch, but we're able to embrace, right, family? But I feel like, and it leads up to what I was going to say, is at the end of the day, this is all common sense, right? By refusing to cooperate with federal authorities, all they're really doing is choosing politics over public safety, like I said before, and it's going to backfire on them. But why am I showing you guys this? Because we're going to tell the truth every step of the way. I advocate for the truth. The truth is the way. The truth is the light, right? And we learned last time that the media had a monopoly on the truth. They told you what they wanted you to hear. And at the end of the day, it's more so of listen to what I say, not what I do. And now the next story is very encouraging because this happens when you put common sense over politics. The Washington Commanders, okay? The Washington Commanders, that's the NFL we're talking about here, who also used to be known as the Washington Redskins, as you guys can see on the screen, are thinking about going back to the name and bringing back the logo. So I want you guys to check this out, folks.
Calling out leaders on a case of really woke gone wrong. The irony that they were canceling Native American culture as the DEI movement went way too far. Look, this is honoring a Blackfeet chief who was born in Montana. He's highly esteemed. The Blackfeet tribe of Montana, their current chairman and the tribal council signed a letter in strong support to bring the logo back. It honors Indian country. So we've had good discussions with the NFL and with the commanders. There's good faith negotiations going forward that's going to allow this logo to be used again. Perhaps revenues going to a foundation that could help Native Americans in sports and so forth. We're making good progress. And based on the good faith negotiations, I made a decision to support this bill yesterday in the committee.
I know that they put a plaque up at Northwest Stadium honoring Wetzel and the logo to be great.
So America is basically auto-correcting itself. You know what I'm saying? When you go too extreme, and you go too extreme, in this case with Democrats, the screamcrats or the hypocrites, the scream leftists, we pull ourselves back in such an epic way, right? I feel like we're on a reset, and you got to drain the swamp. And Trump is here to do it with Elon Musk and Vivek and more leaner government. They audit our tax dollars. It's only right that we audit them and make sure that the money that they're using our tax-paying dollars as tax-paying citizens in any way in which they want to. And most of the time, you should not be dependent anyway. I want to add this. You should not be dependent anyway on a government to be a blanket of security for your job. If you don't do the job or you're not qualified for the job, then you do not need to be in the job. That's why diversity, equity, and inclusion is full of nonsense. America is a business, okay? That's why you got Walmart. Walmart, they're getting rid of DEI. They realize that it's not effective. And to be more profitable and to go in the right direction, in this case for the country, it's not about identity politics. It's not about immunity. Well, not immunity, autonomy, sorry, family, autonomy, correction. It's about the best interest for the American people. And it's not about racking up your dollars for your own self-interest and not the best interest of the American people. And that's why we have spoken. And that's why there has been a red sweep. We're not going for the okie doke, man. And it's amazing because I feel like this is going to be the golden age of America. And Trump is going to be the best president and go down in history, right? For cleaning up most of this stuff and a lot of this stuff. And he's not even in office yet. What is it, like 52 days before he get in office? But man, it's amazing. But one of the examples that I want to show you guys in which things have taken place in America auto-correcting itself is Mark Zuckerberg, right? He has met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. And I want you guys to check out this video to add more context.
Mark Zuckerberg has been very clear about his desire to be a supporter of and a participant in this change that we're seeing all around America, all around the world with this reform movement that Donald Trump is leading. Mark Zuckerberg, like so many business leaders, understand that President Trump is an agent of change, an agent of prosperity. Right. And so business leaders, CEOs, everywhere, they want to be an element, a supporter, a booster of making our economy prosperous, delivering for American workers, and making sure that America is the most powerful, wealthiest, freest nation on the face of the earth. So we'll see what comes of that. Yeah. And Mark, obviously, he has his own interests, and he has his own company, and he has his own agenda, but he's made clear that he wants to support the national renewal of America under President Trump's leadership.
Now, remember, President Trump is supposed to be the guy that's called Hitler, right? A Hitler fascist, or, someone who's going to destroy the U.S. Constitution, right? A threat to our democracy, as they say, unhinged. Then why are all these people voting for him, right? Why has the country shifted to the right? And why are people like Mark Zuckerberg meeting with him, right? So I think that probably tells the full story of why MSDNC and these legacy media and these left-wing influencers, why they're all in trouble right now. Because they pretty much had lied to their audience in order to get clicks and views and the money. Because that lie did not become a reality from all those lies that they have spoken and said. And they continue to do so. And to be honest, they're really out of luck. And just like individuals like the lunch ladies on The View, nobody is rocking with The View and they're crashing out before our eyes. But I'm going to leave it right there, folks. Let me know you guys' thoughts down in a comment. And if you're new, join the family. If you have watched a few videos, join the family. If this is your first time, just get a video a big thumbs up. I swear you'll like it over here. You'll love it, family, as the truth is the way we continue to advocate. And I hope you guys got some value out of this video. But with no further ado, family, peace.